Across Uganda's rapidly growing urban centers, the effects of climate change are no longer a distant threat. They are daily reality. In Kasangati municipality, the impacts of climate change are felt deeply in all areas of the society. Located in the outskirts of Kampala, this rapidly growing urban center with over 300,000 people is impacted by changing climatic conditions. Innovations for Development, a non-government organization with a vision to ensure all persons live healthier and more productive lives, with support from People Powered, a global hub of participatory democracy, implemented a citizen democracy accelerator in Kasangati municipality to support participation of community members in policy decisions on climate change issues.
My name is Dr. Dan Goto. I'm the Executive Director of Innovations for Development. I'm glad to share our key lessons and findings of the project that we've implemented in partnership with the Kasangati municipality. We zeroed down to citizens' assembly as the mechanism of choice to engage in the Climate Democracy Accelerator program.
My name is Nachibuka Olive Mary. I'm a local leader in my community, Deputy Mayor Kasangati municipality. From these assemblies that we've been doing in our community, it hasn't been there before. Innovation for Development came about it, and I spearheaded it because I wanted to learn more about.
So the project started last year, and we went through a series of steps. We conducted a series of citizens' assemblies, which of course involved, prior to that, selection of key actors from the communities who we randomly selected, including a series of stakeholders, persons with disabilities, youth, women, and all other marginalized groups. We had close to about 60 participants.
When we were doing these assemblies, we learned so much. Like, we went to communities and they were telling us very many issues that maybe we've been underlooking.
Amanya gange nza kabwa isando swata Luis chairman w'ekitundu kino Namavundu. Omusomo ogwo ali mulungi nnyo era enteekateeka yo twajagalira ddala kubanga yatuzibula amaaso ne tulaba ebimu nga tubadde tubiraba naye ng'ate tubadde tetufaayo kubituukiriza.
Kuba gavumenti yaffe etusuuliramuko nga ffe abawansi aba local councils tebatusindikamu ssente ziyamba abantu baffe basomesa. Erinnya Namutebisa Siraaje, kansala atwala ekitundu kino akiika Kasangati Town Council.
Kubanga omuntu wa bulijjo akulemberwa ebizibu bimutuukako lwa buntu nti talina kumanyisibwa. Katugambe engaga n'amataba. Omutuuze ayinza n'okulowooza nti yensi bweto bwe yatondebwa amataba bwe gajja kati talina kyayinza kukolawo.
Amakubo gaffe gano oba waliwo aweetaaga engeri y'ebigomagoma amazzi mwe gatambulira.
Kati abakulembeze waggulu kujja bakomewo. Waba obusinga abavubuka bosingana bali mu scrap, bali mu beera bicupa, ate bwe bajja okubeera kasasira ate amusule ku kkubo.
Era batono abakozesa abantu abo ab'ebimotoka, abalala babisuula busuuzi kiro, babiwa bodaboda, babiwa ebigaali, basuula ku bikomera bya bannaabwe.
Okuva tandise okuba nti nemututuukako eno ne mutusako ebituvaamu tulabira ddala nga tujja kutuuka ku kituufu.
Of course, appreciating you, Innovations for Development, for having opened our eyes about making these community engagements on how to develop our communities.
So these individuals went through some form of orientation to understand the mechanisms of how assemblies work, and we had technical experts who are familiar with the aspects of democracy and the participation, but also the science of climate change and how it impacts development.
Ate kati abantu batuuka ne batunda ebibanja. Kati mu kutunda ebibanja abantu bazimbye ne wabeerawo emikotteko mingi nnyo kati enkuba bw'etonnya amataba ne gakola ki ne geeyongera amazzi tegalina we galaga kati ne muvaamu abantu bafu ate okufiibwa ki obulamu.
Ebisasiro ebyo birimu akaveera bwe bulabe, ebisasiro si bulabe naye ng'ate ebitundu 9 ku 10 ekyakasasiro byebintu ebiyinza okudda bye tukozesa ne tubizza mu nnimiro oba ne bireeta ate obugimu nga mu butonde obw'ensi bwe wandibadde naye akaveera tekisoboka.
So this project was geared at achieving a series of majorly 3 objectives. 1, empowering communities to influence climate change policy within the local government. 2, enhancing their communities' climate literacy, in that they understand how climate change impacts their lives and how as a community or as leaders can take actions to address some of those issues. And then of course the last objective was to promote inclusive participatory climate change policy that is really in line with the needs of the people.
Abakulembeze tubala mu bisala bya bululu olumala okugwa tebakomaawo kumanzi ne ku kanso ngendayo naye okukoma okujja kusomesa ne ku kyalo tubalabako.
Kisaana abakanso ne bayisa etteeka ate ne likola si ddiisa ne lisigala awo wabula ne likola ng'omuntu yenna alina okuzimba nga akwasagana n'etteeka lya kanso.
We as basically the local leaders, we are constrained with funds to run some of these activities. People want immediate action in particular cases that they bring on top, and the government of Uganda, it is multi-parties. So we get a challenge to consensus on a particular issue, and that might either delay because you're not from their particular, and that one affects of course the community. I'd recommend that let us push working for people.
This experience and opportunity to implement a participatory democratic engagement has been quite a learning opportunity to, as an organization, to understand how we can enhance development through participatory mechanism. And 2, centering voices of communities to ensure that those in charge of leadership plan according to the people's wishes and aspirations. Now we want to work with the municipality to ensure that there are budgetings that can be done to implement. Then we can follow up with the budgeting and implementation. So I want to thank everyone, and we look forward for further future engagements on this process.